Welcome to the Yonkers Show. This episode is going to be very slow paced, monotone, and reflective. So I'm warning you now if you're expecting something a lot different. Bear with me. It took a lot to get to this point, but I promise I'm excited for what's to come with the show. We got a lot of stuff lined up over here in the future, but I had to get this out and off my chest so that we can move forward. I'm addressing some of the big things that's in the room that led to this hiatus that I had to take and just this rebrand altogether. So I hope that everybody had a happy new year, a Merry Christmas, and let's make 2023 the best year we can make it be. Been a minute. I took off all those old videos in my pod because I wanted to rebrand. At first, I thought, let me start putting out content that is like shock jockish or just say something crazy or controversial to get people to react for laughs or to try to express myself immaturely instead of just directly talking about the things that was bothering me in my social life, personal life, even at work. And I had some maturing to do. And now I'm at a place to where I want to tackle things differently. And part of the reason why I'm starting the show again is because I ended the year as best I could. And I got to be a lot more patient with myself and have a lot more grace. I'm thankful for everyone that has asked about the show. Where has it been? Looking forward to hearing some of these stories and some of these experiences. But I'm going to switch it up. I plan to start talking about things like financial literacy, goal attainment, stress. I'm going to maturely handle what my struggles are in dating as a black man in his late 20s. And how do I get to that next chapter in my life? Because right now I don't know if I ever want to be married or if I do want to get married and have a wife and kids. But hopefully through this journey we'll figure it out. A lot has changed since my last episode. Obviously the reason why I took a break from the pod was because of a relationship. I mean, it's me, for crying out loud. Um, Things weren't going well and I had to step away for some things that weren't serving me, and I'm giving this another try amongst other things. So I got a lot that I want to talk about and a lot of things that I want to address moving forward. I don't want this podcast to become something that changes me for the worse. So I have to change how I pod, meaning that I got to be a better representation of myself, who I am, what I believe in, and a bunch of other things. New year, new me? Absolutely. So I started this year off changing a lot of stuff. I broke up with this girl I was dating on New Year's Eve because she hurt my feelings. She did not want to show up to the family New Year's Eve party, and that hurt me. And as a man, I can say my feelings were hurt because I do not want to hold on to the things that don't make sense in my life that I do because I'm so prideful. So part of that is like expressing myself. And it's not everybody's responsibility to hear what I got to say or care about what I have to say. And the moment I embraced that, my life got so much easier. Of course, I'm still doing the therapy thing. I had to get back into that because I need it. I need to be able to express myself to a licensed professional and get help and support on those things. And I don't regret it, not one bit. Since I've been off of the pod for a while, I've been going through like a whirlwind of emotions. I've been dealing with grief. I've been dealing with stress beyond all measure and not feeling like I was adequate in certain areas of my life. And that's a terrible feeling. I wouldn't encourage people to continue to do things that do not make them happy, whether that be work, dating, um, personal projects and goals that you might have, sometimes you got to take a step back and evaluate what do you really want in life. Now, me personally, those weren't the struggles that I dealt with. Like, I love my job. That's probably the best thing going for me right now. I really love what I do, and I'm taken care of very well there. So, everything else, though, I found myself trying to fight an uphill battle with mending relationships, trying to understand people that I didn't understand before, or be there for people that I felt like I wasn't there enough for. And I realized that in that, I wasn't showing up for myself. And if people loved me the way I loved them, they wouldn't put me in those positions. And that's a true statement to me. But since I've had that mentality, I've been able to address things that I have issues with in a healthy way. One of the things I'm the most happy about now is me and my father's relationship and communication has improved so much. Like, me and my dad did not get along when I was younger for a lot of reasons. And now we can sit down and talk and have a conversation, disagree, and it not lead to an argument or altercation. And I'm so grateful for that because my dad had to learn how to be a man on his own. And I had to learn how to be a man without taking my father's advice like that because I was too prideful. I felt like he didn't have all the answers or his way wasn't the best way. And now here I am years later, and growing up, I just wanted him to be proud of me. And it took me getting to a point where I didn't care if he was proud of me to make him proud of me. And it's just mind blowing. And I feel like a lot of young black men need that in their life. Unfortunately, there are some men out there that are having children and not raising them with the purest of intentions. And it can be heartbreaking because I had a father in my life, but him and I didn't have the best relationship. But I know some people that wish they would have had a dad or have lost their fathers, and it's tough. So, to all of my friends out there, to people that I don't know, if you're struggling with grieving a father that was there or wasn't there, I hope that God will bless you to get over those things in a healthy way. Because it is a big deal. I love my father. And I'm grateful that he was in my life. And I hope that we can continue to have this relationship and grow it. Because you was always there. I might not always like you being there, but I appreciate you being there. Because you could have quit, but you didn't. But you should quit playing me in dominoes. Like, I really be letting you win on the cool. And I'm finna stop doing that because you be getting beside yourself. Now, spades, that's another story. Because you and grandma are just really nice in spades, but y'all been playing for forever. But dominoes is where I draw the line.